Welcome back, Indie Champions. Today, we're diving into a topic that's guaranteed to spark some debate. 10 incredible indie games that don't just measure up to the biggest AAA hits, they outshine them completely. If you're fed up with overhyped blockbusters falling flat, get ready, because these indie gems bring all the heart, innovation, and sheer polish you could ever want. Whether you're a longtime indie devotee or just looking for games that break the mold, get ready for artistic visuals, unique mechanics, and stories that hit you right in the feels. These aren't just nice little experiences, they're full-blown masterclasses that deserve a spot in your gaming library. Ready to find your next obsession? Let's jump right in. First up is Kena: Bridge of Spirits, a game that looks like it leapt straight out of a Pixar movie and into your living room. Developed by the talented folks at Ember Lab, many of them former animators, Kena surrounds you with a lush, handcrafted world where you play as a spirit guide helping troubled souls find peace. Trust me, you'll be glued to the screen by the stunning visuals and adorable rot creatures who help you along the way. The soundtrack is a gorgeous blend of orchestral and Southeast Asian influences, making every moment feel magical. Beneath all that beauty, Kena delivers tight exploration, challenging, Souls-like combat, and an emotional narrative about healing and moving on. You'll collect abilities, take on tough bosses, and explore every corner for hidden surprises. While the difficulty can spike and the map can feel a bit restrictive at times, the sheer heart and polish of the game easily put it on par with, and often above, the biggest blockbuster titles. This is a must-play for anyone who loves adventure, storytelling, and a touch of indie magic. Jumping into Ori and the Will of the Wisps is like stepping into a living, breathing painting. Moon Studios has crafted an action platformer where every frame is dazzling and every movement feels perfectly tuned. You guide Ori, a tiny glowing spirit, through enchanted forests, mysterious caves, and breathtaking landscapes, all set to an orchestral soundtrack that ramps up the emotion every step of the way. It's pure visual poetry, but it's more than just a pretty face. What really hooks you is Ori's ultra-responsive controls and the feeling of fluid momentum as you master new abilities. The platforming sequences and boss battles keep your skills sharp, and while some later game combat or side quests aren't as deep as hardcore fans might hope, the overall experience is unforgettable. The story packs a real emotional punch too, making it clear that indie games aren't just keeping up with AAA, sometimes they're blowing them out of the water. Ori isn't just a game, it's an experience you'll want to revisit again and again. If you're craving a game with endless replay value and a bold sense of style, Hades by Supergiant Games takes the roguelike formula and injects it with Greek mythology, high-speed action, and personality to spare. Every run through the underworld is a fast, fluid battle for survival, packed with diverse weapons, godly power-ups, and a story that expands with every death. The more you struggle, the deeper you go. Not just in the dungeon, but in the relationships and evolving storylines that make each run feel fresh. What sets Hades apart is how it weaves narrative and mechanics together with stunning art and witty writing. It's truly a living world filled with charming gods, fierce rivals, and tantalizing mysteries. While the challenge and occasional repetition may scare off newcomers, the constant sense of growth and discovery keeps you hooked. Small technical issues and grind aside, Hades stands tall as one of the most original, addictive, and entertaining games out there. This is one roguelike you'll genuinely want to lose yourself in. Outer Wilds pulls you into a cosmic mystery unlike anything you've played before, turning the whole universe into one big escape room. Here, you're an intrepid explorer trapped in a 22-minute time loop, searching for answers in a handcrafted solar system that changes with every cycle. Instead of leveling up your stats, you progress by piecing together ancient secrets, uncovering strange phenomena, and chasing that elusive aha moment. Each planet you visit feels unique and alive, hiding puzzles and surprises that beg for experimentation and clever thinking. The time mechanic cranks up the tension. You never know if you'll solve a mystery before everything resets. Sure, some navigation and puzzles can get tricky or even frustrating, but if you stick with it, Outer Wilds delivers mind-blowing discoveries and emotional moments that stick with you. It's a testament to how indies can innovate in ways big studios rarely risk. You might think you know what a deck-building game looks like, but Inscryption smashes that expectation in every way. What starts as a creepy card game with escape room elements quickly spins into a rabbit hole of meta twists, psychological horror, and ever-evolving mechanics. Created by Daniel Mullins, Inscryption constantly changes the rules and keeps you on your toes, making you question what's real, what's game, and what's waiting in the shadows. Fans rave about Inscryption for its moody visuals, tense design, and that addictive feeling of, what the heck is happening next? Even if some later acts are a bit polarizing, the shift in visuals and mechanics isn't for everyone. The inventiveness and constant surprises keep you glued. Fair warning, difficulty spikes and a lack of controller support can frustrate, but you'll want to experience this one spoiler-free. Inscryption is a wild ride, and you'll be desperate to talk about it when you're done. Stray instantly steals your heart by putting you in the furry paws of a lost cat, wandering through a cyberpunk city that feels alive in every neon-lit corner. Blue 12 Studio has nailed the feeling of being a cat, from mischievously knocking things over to weaving through alleyways and rooftops. It's a rare case where the protagonist's perspective completely transforms how you see and interact with the world. What makes Stray special goes beyond the adorable premise. It's the atmospheric storytelling and subtle environmental puzzles that make exploring the city so rewarding. Meeting quirky robot residents and uncovering their stories adds unexpected depth. The game's shorter length might leave you wanting more, but the polish, emotional beats, and unique approach easily put it among the indie elite. This is a must-play, especially for cat lovers. With Tunic, you take control of a little fox on a grand adventure, and the game asks you to discover almost everything for yourself. Inspired by classic Zelda games, Tunic offers a gorgeous isometric world packed with secrets, clever puzzles, and mysterious artifacts. Instead of long tutorials or hand-holding, the game invites you to assemble an in-game manual, in a strange language, piece by piece, unlocking both story and gameplay over time. This sense of discovery is pure magic for anyone who loves puzzles. Every new page or hidden shortcut feels like finding buried treasure. Combat has a bite and the lack of guidance can be tough, especially in the late game, but persistence pays off in the best way. For those looking for a challenge and the thrill of true exploration, Tunic is one of the finest indie adventures out there. Sifu delivers a gritty, stylized take on martial arts combat that's all about patience, mastery, and spectacular set pieces. Slow Clap has crafted a tough-as-nails fighting experience where every knockout or stumble ages your character, ramping up the tension and changing the way you approach each level. Every move, dodge, and combo feels earned as you progress through beautifully designed cinematic environments. This isn't for the faint of heart. Sifu is unapologetically challenging, demanding reflexes, creativity, and patience. But the sense of accomplishment when you conquer a difficult fight or finally master a boss is absolutely worth it. The controls can be a bit tricky and the camera sometimes gets in the way, but for action fans eager to test their limits, this game more than holds its own against even the toughest AAA competition. Imagine building a bizarre cult, battling monsters in dungeons, and managing quirky animal followers, all set to an irreverent sense of humor, and you've got Cult of the Lamb. This indie gem blends roguelike combat with village management, letting you shape your cult to fit your wildest ideas. The art style is all charm with a dash of dark comedy, and the catchy soundtrack will be stuck in your head far longer than you expect. While the combat and management elements aren't the deepest, the game's overall loop is pure fun, always giving you something new to do or unlock. Regular content updates, expressive animations, and wacky spiritual challenges make this a game you'll keep coming back to. Cult of the Lamb proves you don't need a massive team or budget to create something truly addictive and unforgettable. Finally, if you want the ultimate co-op experience, grab a friend and jump into It Takes Two. Created by Hazelight Studios, this game is a love letter to teamwork and creative gameplay, packed with new mechanics, environments, and surprises every step of the way. You play as Cody and May, a couple thrust into a magical world and forced to work together to mend their broken relationship. It's fast, funny, heartwarming, and always throws a new twist your way. What makes It Takes Two shine is how it keeps things fresh. No two stages feel the same, and the puzzles always require both players to work in sync. Sure, the story's tone won't connect with everyone, and some moments might be a bit awkward, but the sheer variety and delight of discovering new challenges together is second to none. It's the kind of game you'll want to play with someone you care about, and it sets the gold standard for co-op adventures. There you have it, 10 indie games that don't just stand up to their AAA competition, they often leave them in the dust. These titles are overflowing with creativity, emotion, and top-tier gameplay, proving that true innovation comes from passion, not just big budgets. Whether you're chasing adventure, storytelling, or just something fresh and fun, these games deserve a spot on your must-play list. Which one grabbed your attention, or did we miss your favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content.